Hi, welcome to Money Confidence. I'm Crystal Ockley, the Chief Financial Strategist here at Confidence Wealth. Every week, I try to bring a topic to you that's what on everyone's mind for whatever the reason that week, and hope that you will benefit from it in tips. So, the topic this week are our pets. And one of the reasons this has come up is because I had multiple clients, including myself and actually another employee in the firm, that were going through, certain things that happened with their fur loved ones that they had to make sure that, it's all taken care of and so forth. So one of the questions that I hear on a regular basis is when something happens, people ask me, should I get pet insurance? Is this something that should be on the list of things that I have? So just like everything, we always want to account for catastrophic. So one of the things to really understand about pet insurance, and don't get me wrong, I'm no expert at it necessarily and know all the different ones that exist, but in generality, pet insurance is going to be, in a sense, similar to dental insurance. It's not going to cover everything. It's going to cover some things. Some of them are geared towards catastrophic. Some of them are geared towards more proactiveness of like routine checkups and those kind of things. And so you just have to look and see, what kind of pet do I have and where do I think this could be an issue? So for example, give you a little example for myself. I had my little one, Ninja, who is a Yorkie, have multiple different things that come up. Just the other day, he decided he ate snake plant, and I did not know that that was extremely poisonous to them. Had to rush him to the vet, and they put him on IV, make sure he vomits everything out, and that he's healthy. And $750 later, there is nothing the insurance that's going to cover with that. So, and the reason is that the type of insurance that I decided to get for Ninja was more about the catastrophic things that happen that are reoccurring for a lot of dogs. And catastrophic, I shouldn't say catastrophic. Catastrophic is if you lose your pet. I would say more the uncurable things that are ongoing. So I had heard that a lot of small pets, being a Yorkie, may have joint issues or things like that. So it makes sense to get an insurance that was really geared towards if the same thing occurs over and over again, then there is a coverage. So example, I'm going to use myself in this as an example. Ninja has, I don't even know what the name is, but there is, certain joints that end up being a little bit loose. And if they ever keep having issues over and over again, it's like they're going to maybe need surgery in the future. We don't know, or they may need a lot of work on it in the future. So hopefully that will never be the case through good planning and good health care for them. But if that ends up being the case, it could cost thousands of dollars, right? Surgery alone could be $20,000 from what I had looked up. So originally when I got Ninja, I was told by the vet, it's a good idea for pets of that size to get an insurance that was like that. So basically that insurance covers for each sickness is a $500 deductible. So let's say, for example, it's a joint issue, the same joint issue. As long as you pay that $500, then everything else is covered for that one thing. But if he goes in for 10 different things, nothing is covered because it's not reoccurring. So again, understanding that is important because I have a lot of clients that tell me, oh, Crystal, I had my pet insurance and I just feel like it's a waste of money because it's not really covering anything. And what did you get it for? And what does it intend to cover? So it's really important to understand that. So I don't want to label it, don't get insurance or get insurance, because it truly is about the type of pet you have and what are you concerned about. So I have a client that basically was concerned in the older years for their pet, and they got the insurance strictly for that reason. And that particular insurance addresses age. So that really helped them be able to cover a big chunk of money that would have gone, towards their care. So you have to look at it that way and weigh out, the difference in the premiums you're paying and what kind of coverage is going to, basically cover. Now, I would hope, just like any insurance, that you pay those premiums and you never will need that insurance, which means that your pet is doing great. So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because it's a question that pops up all the time. Yes or no to pet insurance? It truly depends. It's hard to say to you, is it worth it or is not worth it? I have seen situations where it definitely wasn't worth it, and I have seen situations where it absolutely was. So one of the things I highly recommend is looking at the different types of insurances for your pet and addressing the breeds that you have. So what I have done is included an article in here that actually addresses this specifically and talks about different types of pet insurance that are available and see if this is something that would be beneficial to you. Now, remember, we don't do any of that. This is just an education for you because of all the questions that have been popping up, and just sometimes when one person is dealing with a pet issue, seems like a trickle down effect, and you hear everybody else is dealing with it as well. So with that said, have a wonderful time reading the article, and more importantly, have a great time with your fur ones and make sure they're well taken care of. So hopefully none of them end up in too much healthcare costs, but at the very least, maybe this will help you a little bit to understand if you do need insurance, should you get it? Is it too late? Because sometimes it ends up being too late, and then you can see what you think. But if you are about to get a puppy, that's even more important to take a look at that, or a pet at their young age, because that's the best time to get insurance. And I was very lucky enough that the vet that I had told me specifically at that time to do that. So that was very helpful. Talk to you soon. Have a good one.